set to burn. Nowadays they've been calling, telling me soon gonna be my turn. Head down, walk with reason, know that when the daylight dies, I'm gonna have to face my demons. Life of sin and a life of lies. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down. The devil's gonna come when the sun goes down.
Welcome to The Descent. Who wants to do the recap?
I'll do it this time.
Yep.
Okay, so I have a unique perspective for this one. You get a slow pan into the scene, and it shows Vin, but then the camera pans down a little bit to the shield, and then it kind of zooms in on the shield, and then you get this little stream of consciousness. Vin idles away her time with her misguided companions. At least the forge lies within their planned course. Now they are accosted by the dregs of Avernus in this pitiful market as this Yugoloth attempts to solicit them. Oh, but who's this who approaches to relieve them? Flanked by two djinns, he's not what he appears to be. He calls himself Mahadi and invites them into his Infernal Rapture. Interesting, but now they idle away more time shopping for spell components, leisurely strolling through the Script Keeper and the Vault of the Thirst. Now they finally approach the central structure of the Infernal Rapture, though. Quite a decadent place this is. But of course they have to sign infernal contracts before entry. It is not clear how much of their fare this Mahadi plans to pay for. And now the tiefling courtesans come, named Aranya and Pris, explaining all of the amenities and charming that young fool that they call London. Oh, some time has gone by. Off to the baths and dinner they go. Oh, look at this. Mammon's own Minister of Trade is here at the dining hall. And Vin seems to be enjoying the deep-fried miniature space hamster and candied face spider eyes. I'm tempted to befuddle her mind for her careless enjoyment of this place, though the tears drizzled onto the fried hamster are to my liking. Finally, this Mahadi comes to have a private audience with them. My curiosity is piqued, though this is still likely a waste of our time. I see that the one they call Gauntlet Elderfire has seen through Mahadi's deception. A man-shaped white tiger he is, with his big fingers where his little ones should be. Rakshasa. And that's where we start the session.
Cool. That's actually cool. I like the idea that maybe in past episodes they were also narrated by the Shield. Like that when they do episodes like that of TV
idea.
shows, it always makes it feel like that's how the show always has been. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was cool. That was very. Oh,
That was sweet.
taking inspiration.
Very well written, dude. That was awesome.
That was cool.
Thank you.
Okay, so the corridor opens into a broad, low-ceilinged chamber, lit by hanging brass lanterns that cast warm, steady light. Rugs of deep red and dark blue cover the floor, marked with sharp geometric patterns. Low wooden tables sit on the rugs, each holding brass trays with small crystal cups, a clay bowl of sugared fruits and nuts, and thin sticks of incense still burning. Cushioned divans line the wall. The faint scent of cardamom and sweet tobacco hangs in the air, not overpowering, but wrapping the room in a familiar, earthy warmth. A wide arched window at the back of the room looks over a cityscape under a warm night sky. Golden lights stretch across narrow streets and domed rooftops. black and gold curtains hang from the archway that shifts slightly in the moving air. And before you, as you enter this chamber, standing before you is Mahadi. Fair brown skin, dressed in his formal attire, like evening wear attire. And he will say, "Ah, now this is better, yes. No wandering ears, no listening devils. Not even the walls themselves dare to speak in this place. The room is mine alone. No other soul in all of the plains can open its door. Welcome. Have a seat. Enjoy the luxuries." There's I think there's a box of cigars that lies open on one of the low tables, and like a hookah. And I think he has like some, I don't know what kind of alcohol, but some sort of like very fancy hard alcohol that he will pour into little crystal cups for everybody.
How cool is it that you can smoke in here?
Yeah, Vin kind of like sprawls out on the, what is it, it's like a cushioned like comfortable little seats.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll just be like, "Oh, I think I ate too much. Just give me a moment, please, before we start talking about the serious business."
That is good. I am glad that you can enjoy the comforts of my infernal rapture.
Many comforts in this place. Almost feels like too much sometimes, but it's nice. Change of pace from Avernus. Speaking of which, are we not in Avernus anymore? I had heard that this is a demi-plane.
A plane that I created myself. That is true. We are far, far from any wandering ears. Even this room is far beyond my infernal rapture.
How did you made a demi-plane? Just how does one do that?
I have accessed it. I created this place, not the plane itself.
Well, I carry a demi-plane with me as well, but I don't know how it came to be. And I feel like there's some sort of connection to Kalimshan with it. So when we saw this place, it piqued our interest. So maybe we were hoping we could get some answers from you about me. At least I was hoping so.
He will sit down in one of the cushions and take some tobacco and load it into a pipe. What are the rest of you guys doing? Are you guys going to sit down and partake in the alcohol or the tobacco?
I'll sit down and just, try to seem at ease,
Mhm.
but yeah, not taking any of this guy's stuff.
Okay.
Ophelia will sit off to the side. Her knees are going to crunch when she bends down.
London is daydreaming. There in person, and his mind is... He's not even really listening to the rest of you guys, to be honest.
I think I don't know. We'll then drink the drink. Someone's got to do it.
I mean, Tannis has it in his hand.
Cool.
For sure. Like, he accepted it.
Yeah, I think she'll just start going to town. Honestly,
Yeah.
It's been like so long.
It's very
since she's
good.
had, good alcohol.
It's a hard liquor. I'm not like super versed in alcohol, but like it's some sort of Kalimshite like native hard liquor. But to Tannis, he will say, "You are to tell me that you have some history with Kalimshan and a history with my good friend Lulu, and you find yourself at my doorstep."
Call it fate or what have you, destiny, but I didn't have a connection until Kalimshan until Well, we started our quest. I had already had this. I just didn't realize what it was. It was a man from Kalimshan that told me he thought that I had some connection to a genie. So
He will puff the pipe and blow out like a very like almost magical wisp of smoke, and he'll lean in and say, "A connection to a jinn, you say? How so?"
long story short, I didn't know what he was at the time when I was a child. He was a blue-skinned man. That's all I knew about him. It wasn't until after I was separated from my family that he gave me this amulet, and I had never seen him again until, well, I still hadn't seen him. I knew his name, and I've been searching for him. I think he bestowed these powers on me that I can now cast strange spells, and I have all these abilities now.
That is a curious thing.
Make it stranger. See, all these people start calling me this name on top of it all. This Jin Saeed.
Jin Saeed?
He gave me this sword, and I'll whip up the sword, and it appears in my hand.
Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff happening for this guy right now. Okay, hold on.
I need answers. Just tell me what you know.
So you will say, okay, so the first thing is when you say Jin Saeed, he lights up and he's like, "What? Jin Saeed? That's uncommon." And then you pull out the sword. I think he'll focus on the sword first. That is a fine blade. It's a Kopesh, yes?
Indeed.
A Kalashite make, if my eyes still serve me.
It is.
You do not see blades like that outside the old cities anymore. Tell me, is it true Kalashite steel as well?
He claimed it was when he gave it to me. He said it was a family heirloom of his, and he wanted me to have it because it's good luck to aid Jin Saeed, he said.
That is true. May I? Just to admire the balance. Old habits, you understand.
I'll hand over the sword. Yeah, it's fine.
He will look it over, and his hand almost reverently touches the hilt and over some of the symbols and, elegant carvings on the blade, or on the hilt, and up onto the blade. And he will say, "By the hells. Oh, this cannot be. It isn't a copy."
A what? A copy?
This is no mere Kalashite blade. This is sky-forged steel. The exact alloy the Jin smiths of Callum's court used when they still breathed mortal air. You see this here? I know these markings. I studied them in the ruins beneath Alvaraven. But those were mere fragments. Yes, my friend. This is the sword. The sword of Callum the Great. The founder of Kalimshan. The blade that carved the first city out of the sand and wind. Do you have any idea what you carry? This blade has not been seen in over 2,000 years.
That's interesting that it was a traveling merchant from Kalimshan who gave it to me. He said it was his family's heirloom.
The Kalashite dynasties have scoured the plains for this. Every historian in Zakara would sell their soul just to touch it.
And this was the sword of Callum?
The one.
Okay, that is interesting because the blue-skinned man I spoke of was named Nassar. Are you familiar?
is a familiar name to me, yes. Is that one of Callum's sons?
Yes. At least they have the same name.
By the gods. You are Jin Said.
Everyone keeps telling me that.
The Hells has a sense of humor, no? It is no simple irony that one with such a gift has found their way to me.
Can you tell anything? Do you know, have you ever seen, you have genie servants, have you ever seen this Nazar
Oh
here?
no, most
Have you ever
certainly
seen
not.
this?
Legends say that he was sealed away in a crystal.
The Calamamnon crystal?
Yes.
Then how did he... I saw him in person. When I was a child, he was my father's close friend. They were allies. They fought together.
It could be another name. It is, or it could be another Jin. They, treasure names.
So it wasn't Callum's son then?
I do not think so. But I am not sure. You do carry Callum's blade. But you said you got it from a merchant. Who was this merchant?
His name was Mosif Malhamadi.
Say I know the name. But I have been in the Hells for quite some time.
CC Monos on that?
Make a insight check.
Just August.
If you want to make one too.
Ignore the guidance, 25.
Okay, I'll get back to you. Oh, okay. This guy is an extremely talented liar. That much you're certain of. But he doesn't know the name that Tanis is talking about. But the fact, like, you can tell that this guy is a really good liar, and it's going to be hard to suss out what is truth and what is a lie. But for this specific instance, you're pretty sure that he doesn't know this Mosif Malhamadi or anything like that. What you say is very unusual. A Jin Sayud who has not seen their patron, it's very strange indeed. Genie, you see, are not shy creatures. They are vanity. They delight in revealing themselves, in watching their chosen bask in their favor. To remain hidden is strange.
I've never heard that before, but I felt it was strange as well that I would just start getting all these powers and seemingly from who I can only assume to be him, and then to be called Jin Said and not know anything else about it. Now I just seek answers.
Well, there is one way to get answers.
Do you mean genie binding?
Does the red sun shine over Calimport? Yes, of course.
From my research, very limited into genie binding, it seemed like it would be something that would upset the genie that I am attempting to do so.
Almost certainly.
And I'm not trying to... I just want to have a conversation with the man.
You can whisper to the air and pray to the sky. And if your patron wills it, they will answer. But to reach out for them, to call them down to you, That is summoning. And summoning without binding is folly.
How so?
To summon a djinn without control is to tear open the gate between realms and hope the tempest likes your voice. Binding is not a punishment, my friend. It is a protection for you.
Seems dangerous. If, from my understanding, if it fails, all it does is enrage the genie, and if this is a noble genie, probably far more powerful than I am, it seems like it might not go well.
Such bindings are delicate, yes, like glass. But I have performed this art myself many times.
Would you do it again?
The ritual is delicate, old Kalashite work. It requires precision, and a few materials not easily found here in the waste. Costly things. Nothing is impossible, mind you, but not the sort of things that people keep on a dinner tray. It is possible for me to do. I can have the materials brought here. I am owed a few favors here and there.
What would it cost me?
He looks at you, offended.
I didn't mean to.
It would not cost you a thing, my friend. Any friend of Lulu is a friend of mine. I would lay down my life for Lulu. I would do the same for you.
Did I try sussing that out?
Yeah, make an insight
Is he
check.
actually? Yeah.
Mm.
And by the way, I'm going to be using that, so I get advantage on insight for deceit.
Whoa, the gauntlet. Nice.
So would I get advantage?
You would. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay.
He is a very talented liar. And you can suss out that this guy is a very talented liar. So you are still unclear whether or not he is bullshitting, but you can tell this guy does lie. Right? So he is not trustworthy. But
Right.
to that specific statement, it's hard to say.
Okay. That is fair.
Speaking of Lulu, you say that a friend of Lulu's is a friend of yours. Where do you know Lulu from?
I remember when I first saw her as if it were yesterday. She was a pitiful thing then, half dead, dragged into the market by a pair of Yugoloth slavers. I was not looking to buy anything then, but when the heart sees a thing like that, no price is too large. I knew what she was the moment I laid eyes on her. A celestial. A stubborn one, even with death on her shoulder. And he will, point a little finger at Lulu with a smile, like, I know you. I bought her from the Mesoloths for maybe 100 chits. Yugoloths can haggle over a war machine for hours, but even they did not know what they had. I nursed her back to health here in the Rapture. Fed her, kept her safe, and for a time she lived with me. She spoke often of someone, always her, always she, but never a name. A friend she could not quite remember, a promise she could not quite let go of. Every day she would stare out at the horizon, as if the answer were just waiting, just beyond the wastes. And then one day I returned from business rounds, and she was gone. Vanished like a wisp of smoke. She only left a little note. I think I have it. And he will reach into a pocket a little too far for how far a pocket should reach into, and he will pull out a little note and scribbled on it in very poor, like elementary school handwriting. Uh, it says "Thank you" and "Goodbye," and that's it.
Have we seen Lulu's writing before?
I'll say that it looks like Lulu's handwriting for sure.
Okay.
And that was it. I never saw her again after that. I do not blame her, of course. A creature like her was never meant to stay in a place like this, but I will tell you this, she was quite the light in this deep, dark pit.
Is there any frame of reference for how long ago this would have been for Mortal's perspective?
You're asking him that?
Yeah.
It is hard for me to say. I have been here for so long, and time is a little, confusing here. It must have been ages.
Hmm. Ophelia will say, "Well, Lulu, is this bringing back any memories? Anything sounding familiar?"
No, I'm sorry, Mahadi. Oh, that is quite all right, little one. It is quite all right. It is good to see you again. The pleasure is all mine, literally.
You mentioned a promise that she spoke of. Did she ever say what that promise was?
I have no idea. She could not quite remember herself. It makes sense that she cannot remember me. She must have poor memory.
Oh, I think she's been dunked in the sticks a few times.
My, what a dreadful thing. I come from a country where a guest under one's roof is sacred. To harm a guest is to invite ruin upon yourself. This is a custom that I have never broken, not even in hell. So you may trust that what is spoken here remains here. But I must admit, you have stirred my curiosity. A group of mortal soldiers from the material plane walking the red sands of Avernus. And with you is a Holophant that I once believed to be lost to the wastes. If I were a wiser man, and I am, I would say your presence here is not by chance. When mortals come to Avernus, there is always some kind of story. A bargain, a mistake, a mission. Which is yours, huh? What brings you here?
All three.
Yes, the mortal city has found itself in dire straits, and we are doing what we can to help them.
I have heard of this.
Yes,
El Terrell, no?
that's right, and we've heard this isn't the first time it's happened either.
I have heard such stories as well, but they could be stories. Who am I to say? And that is what brings you here.
Yes,
Among other things. Yeah.
What does a group of mortals and a Holophant think they can do against Zariel's schemes?
that's why we're here. We're looking for allies.
Well, you have found one in the Mahadi. He'll like bow in his chair.
Suppose that leads us to the question of how we obviously, I'm sure you can figure out from what we've told you, are trying to save this city that was dragged down here, which would be going against Zariel to do so. and you would help us with that.
I am not sure what a mere Kalashite mortal living in hell could do for you. But I have connections and information.
Well, you see, our Hollyfan friend has lost her memory, this you know, and we believe we have a means to recollect what was lost. To do so, we need some items. Vin can give you the details because she has the list. She's our resident intelligence expert.
Hold, please. Are you saying that the Hollyphant has a connection with Zariel?
We think so, but we're a little fuzzy on the details.
And she is a little fuzzy around the ears, no?
Yes, I mean, so far Zariel has been an enigma to us, so any information we can get about her is something we need.
She is a bit of an enigma to the people of the Avernus as well. Not many know her, how should you say, personally. Very curious, very curious.
That isn't the only thing we need, unfortunately. We're also being
Here to look
hunted.
at Ophelia.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but be careful.
Well, all I'm saying is things are more complex than just getting back our memories. If you are looking to protect her, keeping us alive is going to be vital to that. Otherwise, who knows where Lulu's going to end up.
How can Mahadi assist you?
We have connections. You said you can get things. People owe you favors. We're looking for some items to fix a machine that would regain Lulu's memory. If you could reach out or point us to the right direction, even.
Who is making this machine? Is it you, Vin?
No, not me, but I have to say, downright madness, this device that we were shown. You familiar with Mad Maggie?
I have heard the name of Fort Knucklebones, no?
Oh, she has this ridiculous device that can somehow restore Lulu's memories, like Tannis was saying. But she needs some parts. Let me see here. I have it somewhere. We have astral pistons, a Nirvanan clock box, a Heartstone. I think we know where to get that one. And some kind of Halo shard or Divine Conduit. That about sums it up right there.
Those are rare parts that you speak of. Not something you just find in any scrapyard. I do not have any ideas where these particular parts may be hiding, but there is one place where such things may be found. Have you heard of Gear Grave? It lies contra this of here, half buried in the wastes.
Sorry, what was it called again?
Gear Grave.
First time we've heard of this.
It was once the lair of a great Styx dragon, a dreadful thing, obsessed with the metals of war. It tore apart war machines, hoarded the cores, their plates, their weapons. Some say it could smell soul burn the way that sharks smell blood. The beast is dead, or so the stories go. Some claim the devil slew it, others that it withered and perished. No one truly knows. But the horde remains. Picked over, yes, 100 times, 1,000. Yet every so often, some mad scaffer crawls out from that graveyard with something extraordinary. If your needs are as specific as you say, Gear Graves may be your best chance.
You bring the map up right quick?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that actually is some good lead, I have to say.
I can put it on the map, too.
Thank you.
Better than my idea, that's for sure.
Right next to Fort Knucklebones.
Oh, right on the way. Wow.
Wait, is the map pulled up?
Did I pull it up? Nope.
Nope.
Oh, there it is.
Well, that's a convenient spot to get to.
Yeah.
Oh, we should probably head there after Fort Knucklebones, I suppose.
Well, remember, we have a time limit on some things. It's going to take us a while to drive, even just getting there, let alone going all the way back to Fort Knucklebones.
Seems interesting, but I think I might have to agree with Ophelia. Quite a ways out of the way.
If you are headed there, I would be mindful. The area is Contra Abyss. The area Contra Abyss of here is the domain of Necris, the Queen of the Dune Sea.
We found evidence of that, among other things.
She can be very dangerous. She commands a fleet of war machines like a warlord, but she raids like a pirate. Her flagship is the Titan class. They call it the Iron Wake.
What's her name again?
Necris. Nekriss. Necris.
Thank you.
She does not conquer, per se. She hunts. Treasure caravans, supply convoys, anyone crossing the wastes fat with scrap coin or a relic. But when she attacks, she brings her monster with her. A hydra. Clever and fast. It burrows beneath the sands and strikes from below like a viper in the dunes. She whistles, it eats, and she takes what's left. I've seen the aftermath of those raids, but never the Hydra itself, or her face. No one has seen her face.
We have seen the handiwork of this creature as well. We plan to avoid her at all costs. Actually, Mad Maggie warned us about her, as well as the other warlords, Malaxix, Red Disciple.
He knows knows a lot about Malaxix. He hears about him a lot. But he will say, I would be careful. The Iron Wake Necris does not linger. It strikes fast and clean. And then it's gone. One moment, it is death on wheels. The next, the wasteland is silent again. People say that the machine vanishes. Pah! War machines do not simply vanish. Not like that, no. I have heard whispers. Careful whispers. The Iron Wake does not disappear. It teleports. They say Necris possesses a device. A mnemonic rotor. Rare, dangerous, nearly impossible to make. Such a thing can tear a vessel through space in an instant. One breath here, the next 100 miles away. Warlords cannot even dream of touching such a relic.
Well, that's only slightly terrifying. Has she never attacked the caravanserai then? If she seems higher, it seems like this place is flooded with riches.
Caravans bound for this very caravanserai vanish in the dunes all the time. Traders, scavers, warbands, doesn't matter. Rich, poor, big or small, if they ride heavy with goods, she smells it on the wind. But she does not attack the ports.
If she destroys the caravanserai, there's nowhere around here for caravans to come to anymore.
That is a very good point. You are the intelligent one of the group, no?
No, that's definitely Ven, but I'd like to think I have my moments.
I would like to think that too.
And the offer for the components we would need for genie binding.
Oh, yes. You wish to bind your gin, eh?
It's risky, but it's. I feel there's no other way to contact this Nassar, and I need to find him. It's important.
Do you carry anything that might have once belonged to your patron? Anything of unusual make? Kalamshat, perhaps. A token, a weapon, a charm?
The only things he left me with was this amulet, and I'll hold up my gold amulet.
May I?
Sure, yeah, I'll hand over the amulet.
He takes it and looks it over. Oh, yes. This will do nicely. Yes, he'll give it back to you. I can call upon your genie's true name.
Right here, right now?
I would need the materials, but yes, I can do it for you. Give me a few days. I will call in my favors.
We have urgent business elsewhere, so we would not be able to remain as your guests until you had them, but we would come back. I would come back.
You would always be welcomed with open arms. My caravanserai and Infernal Rapture are yours to enjoy as long as you shall live.
Perhaps we should stay here, Tennis. Who knows what that could open for you?
And who knows what doors could close if we don't make haste.
I wouldn't abandon our mission for this, but I need to come back.
Understood. Of course.
If you would, Mahadi, gather these things, and we this won't be the last time we see each other.
Certainly. Consider it already done, my friend. Need not ask again.
We could also avail ourselves of your knowledge in another aspect. Do you know any factions that have a bone to pick with Zariel that we could maybe engage with in some sort of alliance?
I would not say factions, no. There is one beast I can think of, or maybe two. Though I doubt Bell will likely be stepping up to his mistress. But there is one, yes. Zariel, she has a pet, let us say. A demon lord. A giant by the name of Kostichi. Not many in this land know where she keeps her beast chained, but Mahadi does. I make it my business to know things like this. Though I do not think a group of mortals, a Jin Said and a Hollyphant should be doing business with a demon lord.
We have few options right now. How do you spell it?
Kostchie. Kostchichi.
Okay.
Can you tell us where can be found if we...
There is a chasm. It is bisward from here. A black, dark place. And at the very bottom, chained and imprisoned, is the legendary Kostichi. And I can put that on the map too.
Interesting.
Kostichi was defeated by Zariel in combat on the banks of the River Styx. She has taken something from him, a weapon. A weapon he values very greatly. If you were to do business with him, he would most likely go straight for Zariel. But you did not hear this from Mahadi.
I don't know if we want to kill Zariel, so maybe that's...
Oh yeah, he is. Basically he's like, if you fuck with this demon even a little bit, he is not gonna give a single fuck anything that you say. He has one singular mind, and it is to kill Zariel. So if you fucking...
Kind of like a set it and forget it.
Yeah, you just... Yeah, if he gets freed in some way or something, that dude is going straight for Zariel. And apparently Zariel's main weapon is this guy's weapon.
Well, it is good to know.
August, do you mind if I ask a question?
I will nod slowly.
Mahadi, what do you know of the Cronin Interfector? There's something that shines brightly atop of it. Don't know what it is, but it seems to be calling to me.
I have not heard the name of such thing. Is it the Demon Zapper? Is that what you speak?
I like that name better for it, yes.
That is what the Yugolovs call it. I have heard of it, but I know nothing. Only that none may get close.
Hmm. Well, that's okay. I do have one more question that's perhaps even more important. Your host. What was the name of the one succubus? Prim?
Press.
Press. Your host, Press. Is her employment here indefinite?
The staff of Infernal Rapture are. He'll say that the staff are very happy to serve here at Infernal Rapture.
And what would be the cost to buy someone out of that employment contract?
He'll basically be like, what makes you so sure she would even want to be free? Basically, like,
Look at me. Of course she would.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna try to say it in a way, like, I can't think of the correct wording for it, right? But he would say like, she's happy here. You know what I mean? Why would she go anywhere else?
Right. I'm just indulging my curiosity, I suppose.
Of course. And she will be awaiting you when you inevitably return. I'm sure.
Yet another reason for us to come back, I suppose. London will get kind of weirdly quiet.
I know we have a mission, guys, but
So you guys have a mission.
Is there anything else you want to talk to Mahadi about? He knows quite a bit about Malaxis if you want him to give you that spiel as well. Quite a bit.
Just curious about the Remnant at all, if he knows anything about them.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I would assume we're milking this guy for as much information as we can get out of him.
Sure. I mean, give me. I mean, do you want me to do the Malaxic spiel?
Yeah, you wrote all that lore. Let's get it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, basically, here in the caravanserai, the Yugolovs speak of him often, always with respect and fear. They call him "He who was not born." He is one of the first child of the night hags who reared the Yugoloth race from the Grey Wastes. They say his name is on the first page of the Book of Keeping. Once he commanded Yugoloths in the millions, but he is not a conqueror. No, he is a forge master. His creations were infamous, cursed items scattered across the plains. But above all else, the War Eater, he hunts books of keeping. That is why he came here. Long ago, he heard a book was lost in these wastes. A whisper was enough, and he brought his army in the millions to Avernus, and he burned the wastes with his search. But on the banks of these Styx, his march caught the attention of the beast of butchery. The demon lord Yinogu and his horde. They must have been on the Styx planning an attack to the front lines upriver. At first, the War Eater held the line. His armies were disciplined, and Yinogu's rabble could not break him. But then it came. The demon's secret. Dragging itself from the bottom of the Styx, the beast they call Kroketoek. Kroketoek. I have pronounced it 100 times and practiced it 100 times, and I still can't pronounce it. It's Kroketoek. Krokatoic. Anyways, this creature was no ordinary demon, my friends. No. It was a mountain with teeth. A thing with a gullet so massive it could carry not just 1, but 100 legions. Demons waited inside of the darkness of its belly until the doors of its throat opened like a fortress gate. Its jaw split wide and a tide of demons poured from its stomach. And the first charge was the end. Yugalos died by the hundreds in seconds. The battlefield turned to mud and blood. The War Eater is powerful, yes, but against something so big, so impossible, even he broke. He tried to fight Yinogu himself and lost, and was left cursed by the Demon Lord's unholy weapon. And defeated, he fled into the wastes, broken, but not dead. In the wastes, he has found a abandoned Titan-class war machine and claimed it, fed it iron and corpses until it moved again. And from that wreck, he has built his new throne. The Yugolovs that remain follow him like zealots now. They call him the Father of the Crucible. His army now more like a cult of steel and flame. And now he is always searching for strays. Yugolovs who have lost their place, their purpose. Those who join themselves call themselves the Black Chapter. My eyes on the wastes see his convoys through the wastes, hauling fresh steel and black-forged weapons thisward. He must know a way through the Ashen Peaks. I have little doubt those weapons may find their way to the front lines. So basically, he just knows all this shit because he has Yugolos all around him all the time.
Why did Inagu attack him of all the demon lords?
Yunogu, they say that the Yunogu was on the banks of the Styx planning a attack thisward at the time. This was ages ago. I guess it was wrong place, wrong time, no? They do not call him the Beast of Butchery for nothing. But basically, he like implies that it, Malaxix might have won if Krokatoic didn't show up, and Krokatoic is like an aircraft vessel, like an aircraft carrier. It's like a gigantic, massive creature that carries monsters inside of it.
And it's like one of Yinagu's guys, or just like a force of nature?
No, dog, it's Yinagu's pet.
Oh shit.
Yunagu rides on top of it. He'll even say something like that, like Yunagu will ride on top of this thing. Like he'll be like, I fear Yunagu. Everyone should. But Krokatoic is like a force of nature.
And it resides in the River Styx.
That's what the legends say.
If it was any smarter, it would be the Demon Lord instead.
100%.
Strange place to build a floating market on the River Styx with a death creature just beneath you at any moment.
There is death creatures all around, my friend.
Might have actually seen that thing.
Yeah, we saw something in the river.
I have heard the stories of Krokatoic, but they are all stories from long ago. No recent sightings or things like that. What you may have seen was a Styx dragon.
There's dragons down here.
Almost certainly.
I suppose none like my friend here. The Drake variety.
I have heard the tale of one or two, especially this word.
London will sit up in his seat again, less defeated.
That is the territory of the Abishai and the Queen of Dragons.
Sorry, could you repeat that last sentence?
It is like this word is the territory of the Abishai and the Queen of Dragons.
Another powerful demon lord patrolling territory, or?
London.
Do you not know of the Queen of Dragons?
The cult of the dragon tries to wake her up like every 10 years.
Well, he does live in the woods, to be fair.
Do we know this?
I'm sure most of the party have heard of the Queen of Dragons, yes. But maybe it is fair to say that maybe London hasn't.
Okay.
For sure, fair to say, yeah. You live in the woods. Like, yeah, that's totally reasonable, yeah. But he doesn't know he doesn't know much about her, but he will say that her lair is in the Ashen Peaks. This is well-known information.
Do you know anything about this lair? I mean, is it the same? Is it a tower by chance?
No, it's he'll explain that it's a maze and labyrinth of caves. And it is heavily protected by Abishai and dragons. And that it leads to, like, if you can make your way through, it leads to this, like the next layer down. But it's no one who goes in there ever comes back out.
Sounds like a good place to avoid.
Yeah, he would suggest avoiding that at all costs. It is
I say
protected
that
by
looking
the
at
Queen of
one.
Evil Dragons herself.
I mean, I wasn't making any plans to go down there.
Oh, you seem knowledgeable about the ways. Have you ever heard of and not that we're seeking it, but just so we know where it is, a pit of Shumrath?
Yes, I have heard of it. It is contra abyss. Almost, it's a straight line, a few miles or so. He's heard of it. It's more of a landmark to him than anything else. He doesn't know what it is.
Okay. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, basically that whole green thing is the Pit of Shimra.
Oh man, those birds were blind, weren't they? Seems kind of hard to miss.
He doesn't know anything about it. It's like saying, do you know where the river Styx is? Like, yeah, it's over here, you know, that kind of thing. It's a landmark.
Okay. Well, this has been enlightening.
Anything else?
Yes, you have set a high bar for hospitality for us going forward, so
A big smile. That is the highest compliment that you could give someone of Kalashite descent. So he's very pleased.
Well, is there anything else?
Suppose we have to leave first thing in the morning, won't we?
Suppose it's till next time then.
I suppose so. It will be a shame for my friend Lulu to leave so soon, but it is. You obviously have things to do, so I will not keep you.
But yes, I do expect we'll be back in the foreseeable future, though.
I will be expecting you.
This might be a bit impertinent, but in case it comes up and we need to get in quickly, can we just enter it anytime we need?
You will have to go through the portal below, and in order to enter, you all must sign the agreement. But yes, you are free to enter at any time.
Well, let's say we were being chased by something.
Forgive me, my friend. What could be chasing you?
Besides
Warlords,
literally
marauders, quite a few
everything.
things.
You will be safe inside of my caravanserai. I guarantee that. None will lay a finger on you.
Ophelia's gonna give August a look like she kind of wants to. She wants to ask, but she's waiting for his yes or no.
I'm gonna say no right now.
All right.
A little late not to spill all the beans, guys. I mean,
Yes, not to spell all of them.
uh,
But
we'll
be back. I'm also operating under the assumption we'll be here again
Okay,
relatively soon.
okay,
Yeah, if we don't die.
that's true. All right. You will have to forgive me. I had not realized that the hour had grown so late, my friends. You are my guest here, and as such, I insist that you rest properly.
Yeah, it's not every night that the rest of my party gets to sleep in a bed, so that'll be appreciated.
I must say that it has been delightful. I so rarely entertain company who bring with them such fascinating stories.
Feelings mutual.
I look forward to bringing you some more.
Perhaps I shall see you off in the morning, after a proper breakfast.
Would be nice. You're right, we should all go back to our rooms and go to sleep. I say looking at London.
London's just looking straight ahead, feeling it here, but not just looking straight ahead.
He will rise and bow towards all of you. And he will say, "Sleep well, friends of Mahadi. We shall speak again in the morning."
If everyone's getting up, London would hang back for a second and ask Mahadi, speaking solely out of curiosity here, have you ever employed mortals here? Would you?
I have, yes. We have mortal staff.
And how does that type of arrangement work?
It is best for you not to concern yourself with such things. You will not be a servant of the Infernal Rapture. Infernal Rapture shall serve you. And he his hand on your chest, like, oh, come on, man, no, man. You're my guest, bro. You don't do the dishes, man. Not in my house. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like that.
Of course, not meaning to offend.
It is quite all right. He'll have his arm around your shoulder as he's walking you towards the door, and he will open the door, and there is Pris and Prim just standing at the door, and he will say, "Would you, kind ladies, please escort this gentleman London back to his room, please?" And he will bow to everyone as you're gonna. He's gonna stay here, and they'll walk you back to he will bow, and the door will close, and that's it for Mahadi.
Great voice acting, by the way, going back and forth between Lulu and Mahadi.
Well, they're so distinct. It's pretty easy. All right, so you guys are gonna go back to your rooms.
Yeah.
Okay. You are being escorted by Pris and Prim. No, Aranya is not here.
I'll just say, like, seem very kind, but I mean, personally, I wish he had more answers for me than he had. Not a bad thing. I'm not saying ill of him. I just wished for more.
We come back. It seems like genie binding's on the table.
I've had my reservations about that from the research in Candlekeep and what from Silvira had told us. This isn't somebody that I'm trying to make an enemy of. This is somebody who I need to help me find my family.
I will note that I don't think it came up, but that there is a way to temporarily bind a genie, not forever, but just to summon them to ask them questions if you want it. Like that is the option, and I think he will be operating under the assumption that that is what you want.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm not trying to bind this dude
Forever. Yeah, there is a way to do it where you just call it down. It's just the binding needs to happen because it's like you're calling forth a storm. You have to put the storm in a bottle in order to do anything with it, because otherwise it's just going to explode everywhere.
Okay, that makes sense. That's what Tanis wants.
Yes. Yeah. It didn't come up like naturally, but that is like what he can do for you if you want.
I do think we should pursue it, Tanis, but I am a little worried. He said it's so rare for a djinn to not make themselves known to their... not patron, whatever the word is. Do you think there might be a reason he can't contact you?
If it is Nassar is the same as Callum's son and is trapped in this Calamemnon crystal, maybe he can't reach out because of that, but it just doesn't make sense how I saw him. He carried me. He was there.
How long ago was he imprisoned in that crystal?
Stories say ages ago.
Thousands of
long
years.
Time.
All right.
Before mortal man was even like a thing on the material plane.
Right. Yeah. Perhaps he's able to project some level of himself out. Enough to interact with a mortal and give power, but not to maybe do much more.
It wasn't a one-time occurrence. I mean, I saw him throughout my childhood. He would come to my home meet with my father. I'd see him on a weekly basis for years.
Like I said, I think we should do it, but if anything comes up, just know that we have your back.
Next time we're in the area, after we save Mad Maggie's ass, we'll know more about what we're doing next. But if we find ourselves, a day or two travel away from here, I know mission comes first, but I've spent my entire life trying to find this genie. This is it.
I mean, this is where we'll probably be crossing the sticks from now on. So I imagine I'll be here a few times in the future.
If anyone's earned the right to be a little selfish, it's you, Tanis. There's nothing wrong with wanting something. Right now, it seems to be almost at our fingertip.
Well, we have days to kill anyways before we'll have the components, so we have time to go to Fort Knucklebones and do what we need to do there. And maybe from there we can return.
Is Vin in the little Tannis August circle we're doing?
I mean, I'm openly having this conversation.
Yeah, I imagine
she's
so.
nearby,
Yeah.
walking.
I think
walking
that
towards the
London
rooms.
has the girls, like they're all on him and he's all on them, so that you can have this private conversation and them not actually hear you or actively listening, right?
All right.
Just a little condition that keeps it up. I just put a little
Oh
in,
yes,
in the morning.
Oh my
and,
god, and they're like talking about the buttons on your shirt and just all the whole thing.
I'd say it's more curly, wavy than curly, actually.
Right.
Yeah, the curl. This is more wavy, I think.
Exactly.
Ophelia is going to lean into Tannis and whisper very quietly to him. I would be careful with Mahadi.
How do you mean? He was nothing but helpful.
Let's talk on the road.
We'll talk more.
Insight.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't say that sarcastically. That was sincere.
All right, so do you guys just
One of
want to?
Tannis's zingers.
You guys want to go back to your rooms? Yes.
Right before that, actually, Vin, I think, will be kind of keeping to herself, and she kind of just reaches out to the shield lazily and asks, like, what do you make of that, Mahadi?
That is a fiend if I have ever seen one. Basically, is what he says.
Oh, I see. I suspected as much, but maybe that idea was there because of you or me. I can't quite tell sometimes, but I got the feeling.
He'll say a pile of shit covered in honey. Basically, like some sort of metaphor like that.
It was quite the charm of that one. Well, I'll keep that in mind, and hopefully we can get back on the road soon and not waste any more time. Yeah, I think that'll be all.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry to keep putting this forward. How conspicuous would it be if Ophelia tried to follow August to his room?
I mean, it's fine. You can do that. Like as everybody's branching off, because all the rooms are right beside each other. So you can be like as everybody's branching off and August is heading, you can kind of just be like, it's fine. You can make it casual if you want to.
He's going to do that after Vin goes in a room.
Okay. Does everybody go into their rooms? Here's the thing, London. You're sure, and Ophelia is sure, and August is sure. You will get charged if you bring these ladies into your room.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And it might not be a fee that you can afford.
Yeah. I think London gets that.
So, okay, so I mean,
Follow your heart, dude.
I
Follow your
mean,
heart.
we're at the door, and they're like, "Oh, would you like us to come in?" Is there anything that anybody?
I just put a hand on London's shoulder like a disappointed father. You're an adult. Consider your actions carefully tonight.
Would I like you to come in more than anything in the entire world, and more than I've ever wanted anything in the entire world? But unfortunately, I think I'll have to decline for tonight, anyways.
They will be disappointed, but also so like respectful and like also seductive in a way of like, oh, but next time, you know what I'm talking about, like that anticipation thing. They got that going on for you, right? So it's just even worse. You're not gonna sleep tonight.
As like everyone's walking
Yeah.
away, I'd say, Chris, I did ask about how long employment contracts last in a place like this. It seems servitude is indefinite.
I'm happy to serve here at the Infernal Rapture. Make
And like, how much is the eye twitch?
make an insight check. I don't give you advantage because you've been talking to her for a while.
Insight. Dirty 20.
Wow. Okay, I'll give you this. She's pretty good at lying.
Yeah.
When she says, "Oh, I'm happy to serve here" or whatever,
Hmm.
you can almost feel the "there is no war in Bossing" say, right? Like the "I am happy to serve here."
Oh, yeah, like real Stepford
Like
vibes
there
type
is
shit.
literally she magically cannot say anything different.
Hmm. Wow. It's foolish as it is, I even ask what the cost would be to pay out a contract, but perhaps no figure even exists.
She will say she'll say something like, "I have enjoyed the comforts of Infernal Rapture."
Fill out our quick survey after this, and
Yeah, but I think that no, but I think it's more like I bit the apple, right? Like,
hmm, hmm,
you know what I mean? Like, and it's almost hard for her to say that to you.
yeah,
Because honestly, now she's kind of likes you, right? Like she's like, this kid, you're like a
yeah.
kid.
It's
She's like,
fucking
I
mortal.
kind of like this guy. So I think she is like, there is a touch of honesty where it's like, I kind of bit the forbidden fruit already, and it's too late for me. You couldn't pay off my debts if you wanted to.
Right, yeah. The sand sinks pretty quick. Man, I'm so
Mortal soul is pretty valuable.
I was literally thinking that like London would slave away for eternity.
dude. I don't care about the Malaxis lore. Give me this chick's background story.
I mean, she's a succubus, so
That's our next one shot. This person, the prequel.
I'll tell you guys after the session a little bit more information because
Sweet.
you kind of already figured you already figured
Yeah.
it out. So, all right. Is there any a scene with Ophelia and August?
So she is going to follow August into his room, assuming he allows her.
Yeah, of course, but
Yeah.
also just the general I assume everything we're saying is being monitored. No offense, Mahadi.
Oh, that's
Through the
cool.
walls, beep, none taken, beep.
Now is not the time for words about Mahadi. This is actually about Finn. I just wanted to make sure you know that she's struggling right now, being this close to Bell's Forge. I know it's easy to say we won't do it or we'll just go by or she shouldn't worry about it because, it's a bad idea, but you aren't the one with the temptation in your head. And what I'm worried about is that one day just Vin isn't with us. We can't just keep pushing her down and expecting her to say okay and nod her head. At some point, action has to be taken. It's either going to be our choice or the Shield's choice. All of us on the team are valuable, but we can't lose Vin. Not now.
What do you think we should do?
I genuinely don't think she's going to walk away from Bell's Forge. There's no option that I like, but
Yeah, I think I've just been avoiding this like all the other mounting problems we have that can't argue with Vin. I mean, she's right. It's getting harder and harder for me to justify us not taking the fastest route. But I do still think we're justified in it. But you're right about Vin. I just don't know. Everything's been overwhelming.
A lot to put on your shoulders. By gods, we're trying to balance the fate of a city on our own well-being. But this has to take priority, right? It just has to. I don't want her to take the deal. I don't. She's too good to have her soul taken for this. I mean, who knows what happens when whatever's inside that shield gets out. It's already wrapped her brain up in whatever magics are inside of it. Once it's free, maybe it'll let Vin help us, but I don't think... I want Vin to see Gast again when this life is over. And if she does this, I don't think she will. But I don't think we have a choice.
So I think we might have to treat it the way we would treat an addiction.
I thought about that. I mean, it would take days. We would have to literally chain her to the ground.
Is the
You would have-
shield... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is the shield overstaying its welcome by this point?
I think it's becoming detrimental to everyone. Especially Vin. Most importantly, Vin. Honestly, I would take Vin over Mad Maggie. I know we want to do that for Lulu, but we have to take care of Owen now.
What if we gave the shield to Belle?
What happens when we do to Vin?
This would be long-term solution. I don't know what else to do with it. Like, do we carry this cursed object around with us forever?
I could see Belle being the one to take it away. How that's going to affect Vin is another story. I honestly think she would die to get it back.
No,
And
Vin
Belle
would
would
have
have
to be
no
the one who
qualms.
hands it over.
Yeah. We would have to get it away from her first and then do it with her not
No.
there.
Forcing it away from Vin is gonna be... That's a terrible idea. My only solution that's coming to mind is just have an intervention.
I mean, how do you intervene with somebody that has a voice whispering in their ear that you're the problem? That we are the ones who are hurting her?
I think we just need to have a conversation with everybody tomorrow night when we're a bit away from this place.
Yeah.
We need to address this and find alternatives.
We should, but we should be prepared for Vin to say no. That we can't convince her out of this. We need to know what happens after that path. I mean, Tannis said his amulet was a separate plane, right? The space inside of it. Worst comes to worst, he grabs the shield and... You think that might work? At the very least, to get it out of her hands.
If we try to take it, we're going to prove that's what you were saying, right?
Absolutely. I mean, this would be the absolute final Hail Mary.
That happens if we are at the edge of Belle's forge and she is about to throw it in there. Like, those are the only circumstances under which anybody's forcing the shield out of Vin's hands right now. If we start fighting each other, we're done.
There's going to be some tough love. You know, maybe after the spell is broken on her, she'll realize we were right. But I'm not going to let her walk into oblivion just because it would be rude to physically stop her. I don't want to. Let me say that, first of all.
I don't know if we can separate the shield from Vin.
That's what I'm worried about the most.
I think we'll need more powerful magic than I can perform to break that bond.
I've said my piece. Now I feel like we're on the same page. It seems as though Belle's Forge is going to be our next path. I know Fort Knucklebones is there, but our hand is kind of being forced at this point.
You mean go to Belle's Forge first, right now?
I think
I
we
don't know
have
about
to.
that.
Let me say it this way. Either we go as a team, or Vin goes. He's the one who can drive the war machine.
Let's talk about this with everybody then. We can't decide that now.
Okay. We'll talk as a team, but let's do it the first chance we can. She will leave if there is no other words to be spoken.
Yep. Is there any... both of you take inspiration, please. Is there anything else anybody does or wants to talk about other than... I mean, are you guys going to sleep? It's the best if you do. It's the best. And I will just go ahead and tell you, like beforehand, you do feel safe and secure in your room on this night. So there's no need to stay up and do watches and stuff. Like, everybody gets sleep. In the middle of the... after about 2 hours of being alone in your rooms, August, you hear a knock on your door.
We'll open it.
It's Lulu. It's just, kind of lonely in my room.
Come in.
Okay. And she'll, ball up on the end of the bed and sleep on the bed. But at that, let's take a break.
Sweet.
See you guys back here in a minute. And we're back. Okay. August. As you're laying down to sleep with Lulu curled up at your feet, the weight of Avernus to all of you is always ever present, even when you're resting. But as soon as you entered this demiplane, it was lifted off of you. And this is the first sleep that you, August, have got peacefully in some time. And in your quieted mind, while you are sleeping, you have a dream. Your feet hit stone as you sprint through a narrow corridor. The walls twist sharply, turning left then right, and splitting into 3 paths. You move without thinking, taking corners faster than your body should be able to. Someone is running ahead of you. You hear their footsteps, fast, uneven, and the quick, panicked breath of someone who can't get enough air. Sound echoes off the stone, and you follow. Your legs move easily, too easily, and the distance between you closes no matter how fast they run. And then they trip, and you're on them instantly. Your hand closes around their throat before they can get up. The feeling of their pulse knocking against your palm. The person in your grip struggles, clawing at your arm. Their nails scrape your skin. You don't feel it. They kick against the floor and then lift as you pull them higher. And in the dim light of the maze, their face comes into view. Your face. Your own eyes stare back at you, wide, terrified, mouth open in a sound you don't let escape. And your grip tightens. The body shakes harder and harder, and then weaker, and then stops. And your own dead face hangs inches from your own. And then its eyes move. They look straight at you, and your own voice speaks from its throat, deep and unsettling. Good. And then you wake, with your hand still half closed, like you never let go. And everybody wakes up. Get a long rest. Good morning, Gauntlet.
Morning, Lulu. Just a robotic going through the motions of, all right, let's get the fuck out of here as quickly as possible.
Yep. Okay. You all can meet up, and it's not but a few minutes after the first of you, which I assume to be Ophelia or Tanis, shortly thereafter, are the first up. Not but a few minutes of waiting in the hall. Aranya and Pris will return and be there to escort you to breakfast.
Surely we have time to eat before we have to go, right, August? Gauntlet?
Assuming it is included with Mahadi's hospitality, yeah, we'll need it.
Fiends are not much for breakfast. They're not breakfast people. So the breakfast isn't as crazy, it's just, I guess it's still weird, plainer breakfast stuff. I don't like have a breakfast menu written out, but and then they also have the conjuration thing, but you're brought back to the dinner hall, like it's the same place. Do you guys want a whole spread, or
Maybe just some simple pleasures, coffee, bacon and eggs. Is that fat fuck with all his slaves still here?
No. In fact, the dining hall is empty.
Not big bread.
Where boar bacon?
Yep, where we're breaking. Yep, well,
Ooh, there
yep.
you go.
Abyssal chicken eggs.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yes.
Abyssal chicken
Ah,
eggs.
The waffle maker is normal though.
Yeah,
nice.
and just as like because it's like infernal, it still just doesn't work quite right, and they can't get it right on the. It's soft in the middle and burned on the outside. The hotel waffle makers never work. All right, you enjoy your breakfast, and then you do not see Mahadi for your breakfast. And you have completed your breakfast and no Mahadi.
Chris, was Mahadi gonna come down and meet us before we left?
She'll explain that he said he was going to, but he might have gotten busy.
Can't wait around for him, unfortunately.
Sure, he's a busy man.
Would you tell him we thanked him for his hospitality once again?
Of course.
Give us that.
All right. You guys gonna leave?
Ah,
Yeah, how-
guess we have to.
go check out and turn in our hotel room keys.
Yep. So far, you have not incurred any charges. Turns out the robe was free.
I knew I should have left it in the room. Well, I'm not going back up now.
But they do at the desk as you're like in the lobby, the main lobby. They do make sure that you go there and they go over everything that you got. Everything. To the smallest little detail.
Did they say how much it would have been without the
No.
discount?
Yeah, is there like a $5.99 crossed out, like
No,
comped? Like,
they don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't see it.
Damn, I'm so curious.
Yeah, it's a lot. All right, so you guys start heading towards the portal, this like golden amber portal, and a Pris and Prim bid you farewell, London, and that we'll see you again. And it's like they're so sad. Oh, we're so sad. We're gonna
What?
miss you.
I'll promise I'll come back as soon as I can. I'll give them both a kiss on the cheek and
That'll be 10 soul
Sure.
coins.
yeah, done. Best money I ever spent.
No. But yeah, they'll pet Django and bid you farewell. As you guys are leaving, a Cambion with like pale white skin wearing the uniform will approach you, and they have a like velvet cloth in their hand, and they're holding it with two hands, and they will say, my deepest apologies. Or Mahadi sends his deepest apologies that he could not meet you for breakfast this morning. He had business to attend to. Something unexpected. But he did wish for me to give you this. And they will extend out the hand with this velvet cloth thing in it. You don't know what's inside, but they're giving it to you.
take it then.
It's as you open it up, it's a smooth like river stone. That's what it looks like. But it's carved almost to look like an ear. This is a sending stone.
Likes us.
No. One final thank you then. I guess we'll be on our way, or
That was it. They give you that, and that was it.
all right.
All right, you exit back through the portal. You get this lurching feeling in your throat, and you arrive in that Bane room that you were in the Infernal Rapture before you entered the portal. And the world is your oyster. What would you guys like to do?
Wipe the tears from my face. I already hate it here so much.
Yeah, the oppressive weight of Avernus bears back down onto you.
Dude, not only are you back at work from vacation, you have a ton of work to do starting right now.
It's like stepping out of the hotel in Vegas and going outside. It's like
Yeah.
you go from beautiful to
Yep.
Just like hungover. for
Yes.
shit.
Yeah, it's oh man, and it's like it's a weight on your soul, right? It's not just like this sort of it's hot and it is all those things, but it's also like
Yeah.
just this oppressive like
yeah.
everything here sucks metaphysically.
I've had hangovers exactly like that. I know precisely what you're talking about.
So what would you guys like to do?
London. What the fuck was that?
Well, London puts the goggles down over his eyes. It's like far too bright out here. What do you mean? Leaving out of paradise or the comfy bed or the delicious food?
No, I mean the
Holding like a cheap suit. The second you were given some attention by Succubi.
Well, at least someone gives me some attention around here. What? I mean, honestly, what's the point? It's absolute paradise in there. And it's just everything's weighs so much more out here. It's not just the girls and the attention, but it just seems every impulse I have, every thought, every direction I'm getting, always seems to be pushing the opposite way of where we're going. I don't know. I just felt the weight of the world didn't exist up there.
Okay, well, we'll leave this little adventure out of how we explain what we've been doing to Feria, but you know.
Oh, who are we kidding? They're all dead. They're all zombies. Sure, when we go back there.
You feeling
vampires, London, not zombies.
Oh, whatever. All of this is seeming so futile. Would it be the worst thing if we just stayed here?
Well, I feel like they made it very clear that those who stay there too long don't really... They're either kicked out or I'm assuming they become employees of that place. So if that's the fate you want, then by all means return through the portal. But going forward...
Again, does that really seem like the worst thing? Look where we are. Look how little we've come. It just felt like a breath of fresh air up there. None of you know what I'm talking about.
I understand that the gilded cage is tempting, but it's still a gilded cage.
It was nice, London, to sleep in a bed again. I just wanted to tell you this. What makes life worth living are the highs and the lows. They let you appreciate one and the other. If you only live in the highs, soon it's nothing but mediocrity. It might be nice now, but you spend a few lifetimes up there, you'll be driving yourself mad.
Maybe. Feels like we have 10 days upon 10 days of lows that could stack up and...
Yeah, you're not wrong. We will prevail. There will be a high.
And you can't shoot anything with your bow in there.
For the first time in my life, I feel like I didn't have to. Vin, do you know what I'm talking about? Come on, you're always on my side.
It was nice, London, but I'm not the person I once was. I have a purpose down here, as we all do, and I suggest you
London
find yours.
cuts her off immediately. Ophelia, come on, you must know what I'm... Doesn't this all just feel so futile at times? I feel so useless down here.
That's why we can't stop.
London, you're not useless.
If it wasn't
Neither
for all
I
of
am.
you, I wouldn't stand a chance down here. You're all far more capable than I have in a place like this.
London, we'd be doing donuts in the desert.
Yeah, we need you.
I hate to let you down too, little one. I'm here, aren't I? But pulling myself through that portal was perhaps the hardest thing we've done so far. If we come back again, I just hope I can still do it once more.
We will be back for a bit. But London, you're young. You have so many more years of your life left before you settle down. So many things to do, so many new experiences to have. Not just instant pleasures, but genuine, meaningful things, things you'll have to work for, things that will mean something to you by the blood, sweat, and tears you put into them. A conjured plate of perfect food. There is no satisfaction in that because you didn't do anything to earn it. You'll feel that satisfaction. You will.
London, like, knows what you're saying and hears you, but will say something like, I'm not that young.
Well, age aside, London, I mean, you joined the Fist for a reason, didn't you?
That reason seems like forever ago and a distant memory that almost doesn't seem mine anymore. But every day I'm so confused about what our goal is and why we're here and the mission. It doesn't matter. We're back down here now. Sure, we have to get back to our war machine.
That we do. Where is the war machine?
In the Iron Yard, which is across the bridge if you'd like to walk.
But it's like it got moved or something, right?
Not that you
Got
know of.
cleaned?
Oh yeah, I bet they would have gave you your keys back to your tag back. That probably would have came with the sending stone then. Your little tag for your war machine, he would have given that back too with the sending stone.
Said they were going to clean it and top it off.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
that's what we thought.
I think Ophelia made note of how many soul coin uses we have now.
I want to say that Lulu, like, I'm gonna rise above the game for a second, which we don't do very often here, but I want to say that Lulu feels that her role in this whole thing, I mean, is to, use her memories and whatever, but it's to, like, really keep everybody together in this really hard, dark place. And, like, that's what she wants to make sure that she's always on top of. She has no counter argument for what London was saying. And I was really thinking on what to say, and I really think that Lulu is kind of upset. Not upset, but, like, she's kind of, like, hurt that she can't really explain why being selfless is a good thing. And, like, because it is, and she knows it is, but that's, like, a good alignment thing, right? It's hard for her to explain it.
Articulate it,
Yeah.
Yeah, the very pragmatic, like, logical arguments for altruism are, like, soulless and not very Lulu.
Exactly. Exactly. So that was just a hard pill for Lulu to swallow just now. That was all. Do you guys want to take a boat to the quay, or do you want to take the bridge to the toll gate? There's a walking path that you don't have to pay the toll to get through.
We might
Guess
as
we
well
just-
then, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
walk.
Suppose we could, like, be walking down the bridge whilst having a conversation.
Yeah, you guys haven't actually been on the bridge yet, so I can give you some information about that too. The bridge stretches across the sticks in a straight line. The surface is black iron, scarred and uneven. Heavy chains run along both edges, anchored to the iron. Lanterns are mounted at regular intervals. Thick smoke rises from clusters of war machines parked along the span. Low stalls and iron shacks are fixed to the bridge's frame. Canopies made of scrap metal and canvas hang low over the walkways. Moving figures crowd the space. The area carries the heat from idling engines and the sound of iron striking iron. This is where you get war machine stuff. This is like the whatever the not barter finger, but the other one, scrap finger, right?
Do we need anything before we go, Ben? Any wish list items?
Yeah, I guess she wasn't able to partake in the shopping last time, but I don't think there's anything, right? I mean, the shield is giving her so much armor. I don't think she has like a spare, right? She never swapped out armor in the campaign.
No, he
is
still
there-
has your original one.
Is there
as far as I know.
anything better she could get?
Splint and plate, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
'cause she is
splints,
skilled.
so
If you guys peruse, this is war machine specific. So, Vin, if you did want to look into other market stuff, we could have said you already handled that because you were there, right?
Fair enough.
That's something you can consider, even if like over the week you realize, oh, this is something we can work. It out.
Yeah, maybe I was just thinking maybe armor or something, not too significant. We don't have to do it here. Yeah.
But the war machine parts that are pique your interest is that there are a steering yoke, which reduces the vehicle handling DC of your entire vehicle for a -1.
Oh, okay.
And it's 2 soul coins. And then there are these things you guys have not seen before, but they're called spell canisters. And you need a spell canister launcher for them. But they don't sell the launcher here, they only sell the canisters. And basically you could cast a spell into the canister and it will launch it and then release the spell at a greater distance than possibly the spell itself could reach.
Oh, what the fuck? That's awesome.
And it detonates on war machines and stuff. And they're 500 chits apiece for the 1 spell canister. And they're single use. So you blow it up, that's it. And then the other thing is it for, I think it's 10 soul coins. Yeah, 10 soul coins plus 1 for installation. You can get these things called harpy thrusters. And it is a war machine upgrade. So this is like something that Ophelia could put on her hammer or you could put on the war machine. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Harpy thrusters. On a war machine, it gives the vehicle the vehicle jumps. So you can launch the vehicle off the ground, and you need to make a check, I think, to not take like serious bad damage. Yeah, but it can leap over obstacles and move, like change position 50 feet from the position it jumped from. So it's more loosey goosey. If there's a situation where you're like, oh, we want to jump over this obstacle, I'd have to make rulings for it. It's not like super specific, but it's basically like, I think it's an action. Yeah, an action, but you get 50 feet of movement instead of the 100 that you usually get for the maneuver. And then on the mall, you get jump for the jump spell for a minute without concentration.
I mean, 10 soul coins is all of the ones I have.
That
So-
steering yoke is only 2, and that seems very useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vin is kind of like, she has like the 3 soul coins she pocketed, and she's kind of like moving them
It's
between
like
her fingers.
the yoke, like to drive. Yeah,
She's
it just
considering
makes
it.
driving easier. So it reduces the DC by 1.
I mean, I think driving is the activity we've done the most since we've gotten here.
Yeah, I would say, like, is this something she would have already gotten?
No, you can. There's this guy. He's he's about the size of an ogre. And he's a Yugoloth of some kind. You've seen Yugoloths like this before. He's a monoloth. His name's Gore the Monoloth, and he's the guy you'd be buying from.
I think it's worth the investment. I'd say so.
All right, yeah, she'll buy it.
Yep. 2 soul coins, please.
2 soul coins. You got it. Let me mark that
Are we
down.
taking that out of Ophelia's though? Because none of us know that Finn has those coins. So
Yeah, I was about to ask, how sneaky has Vin been with those soul coins?
I feel like she didn't say anything about it.
Does she pull
like
from
we're all
her?
standing there.
Yeah. Does she
right?
pull from her stash when she buys from this guy, or does she ask Ophelia for the money?
You know
If
what?
she asks
I
Ophelia,
like the
Ophelia will
idea.
just pay for it.
She'll pull from her stash and she'll see the looks and she'll be like, "Rainy day fund. Don't worry about it." And she'll hand it over to Gore.
Yeah, he'll take it, and and he only speaks Infernal, so you had to like talk.
Yeah,
to him.
she
had to talk.
she
to him.
can. Yeah.
Okay, purchased. Let me update your.
There it is.
Let me update your war machine.
So does that bring us down to 13?
I mean, to be fair, that's like 4,000 shits, right? Or like
Oh yeah, no, that was
a
not
very
cheap, but-
expensive part. Okay, so let's see. Stat blocks.
Yeah, I like the idea that like Vin is like making it like she's being nice, but like she never mentioned that she had these extra soul coins.
Correct. Okay, so
Ophelia
you're-
definitely
this
gives
is
August a look like,
Oh, you were in charge of that.
add that to the list.
Yeah, it's just definitely like didn't know you had that, but like they're good to have, so I'm not upset.
Right.
He's a little more upset.
Right.
Her inventory is now wrong.
Okay. All right. But other than that, it's just a bridge with a bunch of war machine stuff on it. When you get to the toll gate, there's just a walking path, so you don't have to go through that. Like any deal with the toll gate at all. But when you go to the iron yard, you can give the imps your tag, and you can go to your stall. And it was guarded the whole time, so the guards leave, I guess, when you get there. But the war machine has been cleaned. Like, there was dust and shit caked on the side, and blood, like Ragged Dragon's blood was on the side of it, and all kinds of stuff. And it is immaculate. There's even been like welds done to stitch back up some of the random parts that were just slapped on the side of it.
Wow.
And stuff. Yeah, and so it's clean, like polished. Like the metal is not like rusted and stuff. They polished all that off. So your war machine's like in really nice shape, and full tank of gas.
Could have told them to leave the blood.
Like that blood stain. Seems almost futile. It's just gonna get dirty again.
No, it kind of makes us stand out, doesn't it? A perfectly clean war machine.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it'll go a bit faster for a little while.
Yeah, we're more aerodynamic now.
Yeah, I got a tune up. It got a tune up too, so it's like fresh oil and everything.
They paint it red. Everyone knows the red ones go faster.
I like
Do
the
the
reference.
red ones go faster. All right, let's do the bridge, because you guys have to still cross the bridge, right?
Yeah, I assume so.
Well, what is it like? We could pass by the toll gate without paying a toll?
No, not with the war machine. Let's see.
Wait. Was the war machine like at the? Oh, because we would have gone to the key first and then the iron yard, right?
Well, you can walk the bridge without a toll, but to cross with the war machine, it's a toll, right?
Yeah,
okay,
we
so
need
it's
that
like
gun
it's
in,
a
right?
moot. It's a
Right.
moot point.
Yeah. So you can walk it for free, but driving the war machine across is a toll. However, when you guys approach, so the road climbs to a black iron structure built in the base of the bridge. There is a gatehouse with viewing slots and a single archway wide enough for a war machine. Yugoloths and devils stand along the ramp, watching the line of engines waiting to pass. So there's like 2 or 3 engines in front of you. After a while, a Yugoloth with the appearance of a jackal mixed with a hyena, covered in scaver's gear, and carrying a quill in a ledger, approaches you. And he's about to say, like, 2 soul coins to cross, please, to take your money. And he realizes, oh, you are Mahadi's guests, are you not?
Yeah.
Very well, you may proceed. He looks down his glasses, signs the ledger, closes it. You're good to go.
Sorry, is this common treatment for Mahadi's guests? I thought it would just be the Infernal Rapture itself that was taken care of.
Have you ever heard of a gift horse, sir?
What a dick.
Point taken.
Closes his book and turns to the next war machine behind you.
I'm not sure how I feel about everyone knowing us here.
Well, the other option is nobody knows us, and we are taken advantage of, like that fat slob, or the people at the murder market actually tried to murder. So I kind of like the being known.
Ups and downs.
I mean, that fat slob thing, I can't remember his name, Bloth or whatever. I mean, he was going to try to sell us into slavery.
Well, he would have tried, and nobody says he was going to succeed. But fair point. I guess we do stick out rather badly, don't we?
Nothing else, it's faster this way.
And cheaper.
Not to mention Mahadi's great. I mean, he's like the nicest guy we've met down here. I mean, all that free stuff, a free bed, free food.
It almost makes you think, what's the catch?
Let's talk not here.
All right. You can cross the bridge. There's actually like a clear road that runs through, around the buildings and stuff in Infernal Rapture and onto the bridge the other side. And you have officially crossed the Styx. And you find yourselves on the other side. Where to now?
Very sorry to disturb you while you're driving, Vin. Do you think we could pull over for a minute? Could you identify the stone and see if it's recording everything we say and telling Mahadi?
I have to say, Gauntlet, you're a shrewd one. I was too focused on the goal, I didn't even think of that. Very well. Yeah, she'll take 10 minutes to identify it.
Sure. It's a sending stone.
Regular sending stone?
Seems that way.
Well, seems normal to me. The enchantment's pretty standard.
Do you mind holding on to it in your bag of holding?
No problem. We'll chuck it in there.
Yep.
Start the engine back up.
All right. Where are we going?
Best one is follow the river.
13.
13.
13. All right. The hex crawl continues. Let's see what the weather's like, eh?
Also, is there a
Ooh.
convenient way to add expertise on your roll
Mm.
20 shoot? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I've been missing
if it's the
that
old
since
um
level 1.
if it's the old sheet, I believe there's a way.
Yeah, hit the gear on the far upper right, and then
Yep.
go. You should see like normal in the middle bottom, and then click on the skill from normal and hit expertise.
Oh
Yes.
my! Literally since level 1, I should have had that. That's really funny.
Wow.
On survival,
Wow.
I was gonna do it on perception anyway, so.
Will's out. All right.
I'm mad.
Amazing.
I'm just disappointed.
It's, I get 2 more at level 9, so I'll put one on at level 9.
All right. So as you guys start traveling, it's getting harder and harder to see because the sand is being blown up in your freaking face. And a constant moaning wind sweeps across the wasteland, carrying grit, cinders, and distant echoes of screams. And it kind of smells bad, to be honest. You have disadvantage on ranged attacks and perception checks for basically the day.
London will yell across the war machine as they're ripping through this. This is so much better. I'm glad we're doing this. Sarcastically.
Yep. Okay.
Survival check.
Yes, please.
Let's go. 12.
Our guidance.
15.
That's enough. All right. So you move into this hex. Let's see. My perception people make perception checks for me.
At disadvantage.
Natural 1.
Oof.
Oh
let's
my!
go.
Can't see
Complete
shit.
it. Trifecta. 3 nat ones.
3 of a kind. Come on.
Come on.
Give me a couple business days. I just got the tracking number. Hold on. All right, there it is.
Okay. You guys are lucky. All right. Actually, and it's only 1d8 hours. Hold on, let me look. Oh yeah, it's all day. All right. So the wind is all day, so you guys are fucked. All right. You are trying your best. This area feels a little hotter than elsewhere in Avernus as you've been traveling. Like, it might be the wind carrying the heat, but something about it is like very hot. We can move on. Which hex to next?
Can we do E14 or
Mhm.
do we gotta go?
Yep, no, you
Yeah.
can follow the river.
Follow the river. 15 again.
That's enough.
Sorry.
All right, perception from my perception, you guys.
7.
August,
15 ain't bad.
as you're traveling, you can barely make out that north of you, so disward, you can see the faint outline through the thick sand, stormy kind of weather. The outline of a massive fucking volcano. But Vin doesn't see it. Nobody
Good.
else. Nobody else does.
Yeah.
Nobody
Thank
else.
God.
Nobody else does either. But it's way out there. But it's huge. It's huge, and you can just make out the glow. That's what you see right through the sandstorm. It's just like the glow and the outline. But the wind does not stop as you have made this is your day of travel. And you need to find a place to rest for the night. So that's a survival check for you again, London.
Dirty 20.
Not bad. You will find a narrow cut in the land, just wide enough for a war machine to drive into. Its walls rise steeply on either side, so it's like a crevice that's wide enough to drive your machine to, and a slope, like a dune slope that leads down into it. So it's literally like the perfect little spot to rest your war machine.
Stay true, Vin, nestle her in right there. Seems like we actually found a good spot this time.
Good eye. All right, yeah, we'll thread the needle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What would you guys like to do?
We're, guess 1 day away from the fort. Guess we, just head in, business as usual, and then what? Try and find Mad Maggie? Do we want to message her again, or?
Hope is looking at August.
Yeah, I think I'd have to do it tomorrow then.
What do you mean?
Sending? Yeah, it definitely might be a good idea to ask Mad Maggie how best to approach, although she might not know she's sitting in a prison cell.
Hopefully,
I can do the summoning circle.
If you
True.
do that, I mean, you'll summon the imp, and then it's gonna fly back to Mad Maggie, and we'll probably beat the thing there. You can if you want to talk to him. He's disgusting.
And the last time we used the imp, he was able to give us some information about what was going on. Maybe we can just do the same now. Is Mad Maggie even still alive? If there's any new developments?
I mean, it doesn't cost us anything, right?
Yeah, it's a cantrip, so if no one objects, she'll take 10 minutes to that.
Okay.
But it's a good point London raises. How are we going to go about this? I assume we'll just try to go in like we did last time, and then...
Well, I took a look at our free pass. It's kind of signed by Mad Maggie.
she
Maybe we
probably
should,
signed all the passes, though, yeah?
you know. This
Well-
one, I'm guessing, is particular because it's free entry.
We got in last time because we had some stuff to trade, and that was before we had a dozen soul coins.
True. I'm just saying, let's not count on the free pass.
Could
Oh
we,
no, I was just assuming we'd get in like we did the first time.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, having a handful of soul coins is a reasonable. Like, just saying I have money to spend is enough to.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you know. What she's making the point is, let's not go up to the gate and say, "Hey, we have free
Oh, yeah.
pass."
Correct.
Like, let's not do that.
should we go under the guise of defending our title as War Machine
I
Masters?
think we just go into the guise of we've been out in the wastes, we need supplies.
Sure. Not all that untrue.
Crimson caravans are too expensive. We know tinkerers here that can work on our machine.
Hmm.
We got reasons to be here. How do we handle this, though? Do we go find Gentle, start a prison riot? Do we try to sneak up and assassinate Rictus like we did with the Vanthampers?
I think we should go to the Blister Man. The guy with resources who Mad Maggie believes to be an ally still.
Probably still has some sway in this town.
He knows
Sorry.
us. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I know how much Jay wants to play gentle, but I think Blisterman is the play.
We'll get gentle out.
We're gonna make a special
B
effort
plot,
just to go get him.
Yeah, Maggie is the B plot.
yeah. Let's be real here. Yeah, I think the Blisterman's probably our ace's contact.
Yeah, Maggie said Blisterman and Collectorate are good last time, so I guess that's our first protocol. And we use
Should
the
we-
information we get there to plan further.
Should we stay with the little Kenkus? Did Gunna make it back? Did we ever figure that out?
Found
Doubt
his
it.
more
Gunner
machine.
didn't make it back.
Never got my sendings.
So you're saying there's an empty bed there?
I don't know if Gunner slept.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He just plugged in a corner.
shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
decommissioned for.
I don't want to put the Kenkus in danger. I feel like it's known that we have a relationship with them after the Doom run.
Savvy, she might have some. She hears all the inner workings of Four Knucklebones. We just need, we should do some recon when we get in there. Going in blind and trying to assassinate Rictus, that's...
It's Moxie, and I like it, Gauntlet. But let's talk to
It
the
worked one
Blisterman.
time.
I mean, we'll definitely be recognized, but I guess if we talk to people who we think we can trust,
Because like the Blisterman talks to everybody, so
Blisterman and Savvy. That sounds like a good place to start.
Aye.
Did you want to
restock up on the rock rug? Go ahead.
Did you want to summon this imp?
Yeah.
Okay. You draw the circle in the sand, put the little pin cushion in the middle, and there's a burst of flames, and fluttering there is a sickly pale, crotchety imp with needles all over him. One of his in his eyeball, and he says, "Hell's below! I just made it back."
Oh. We're sorry. We just wanted to know if you learned anything more about the fort.
I mean, I was only there for like a day, so there's not much information I have gathered for you. They moved Maggie.
That's good information.
She was being held in the knuckle, but now I don't know where she is.
Did you happen to see the Blister Man when you were there?
No.
Is that a no, like, no because I don't usually see him, or no because...
Both.
Yeah.
It's mostly no. I got there, I flew to the knuckle, I saw that Maggie wasn't there, and then I got teleported back here.
All right, that's fair.
Like, he had to fly the whole way.
Dude, that sucks.
And he just got back. He might have been in the fort for a couple hours.
He doesn't have to fly as far this time.
That's true.
Could just hitch a ride with us. We're going to the same
yeah, we'll get there faster if we take him.
Honestly,
I can stay with you guys?
Oh, God.
for a day.
I don't have a problem with it.
Well, just so you know, I don't work for you.
You're drooling a lot.
Sorry.
He wipes it, and the needles like pull his lips as he wipes across it.
What's the general vibe of the fort? Is everyone happy that Rictus Grin's now in charge?
Well, it was like that, but it's not looking good.
Are the lights still on?
Yes, but from what I can tell, he's got his hands on the water.
What do you
Hands on-
mean?
Well, he's made the war machine races a sort of spectacle, and the only way to get water tokens is to gamble.
Okay, so all the races are rigged now, and he chooses who gets water.
I don't know. Are the races rigged? I had 20 skits on that.
This fucking guy. Stupid boys. With genuine surprise. What? The races are rigged?
Everyone,
I
like,
am
for you
not
to meet our
before.
new member of the party. Did you see anyone entering the forts on your way there?
Oh, sure.
Gates are still open.
But like, has life there become more strict, or like, are things the same for the average person?
No. So I guess you can explain that, like, people were pretty happy at first because, like, Rictus brought the electricity back and overthrew Maggie, and Maggie was like a piece of shit to everybody, so they were happy. But now Rictus has got, like, an iron grip on the resources, and everything, the cost of living has gone up a lot, and the layman is not looking good.
Leverage.
The gap between the scaver and the high roller is a lot greater now. And people are dying. Like, no water. People are dying. Like, 3 days without water, you're dead. Especially out here.
Right.
2 days without water out here, and you're dead.
Let's try and keep our water skins out of sight.
You can make a lot of water. I don't know what we can do with that information, but there's something there.
He will also
I know if you
add
ahead.
that he asked around. This is completely separate. It was just a thought I had. He asked around, and nobody knows where Maggie is. And like, he only knew where she was originally because he knew where she was, because he's her imp. But everyone in town thinks she left. Like, they're under the impression that she abandoned them.
Oh, like they never knew about the initial imprisonment?
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, Maggie up and ditched us, and the beneficent Richter came and saved us.
Yes, it seems that way.
That's
Well,
some
we
leverage
might-
right there.
Really hate to get involved with the politics of it all, but is there any chance that we reinstall Maggie as the head of this place?
I thought that was always the plan. We need her resources. Resource, singular.
I'd rather deal with her than Rictus.
Guess we can potentially do that without killing Rictus then too, if Maggie can offer water and an opportunity to communicate the truth about what happened on the electricity.
So you're gonna save Maggie?
It's a
We're
plan.
thinking of that.
What the hell
What
are
do
you
you-
gonna do?
Counter coup the coup.
Counter coup.
Rictus is in charge.
He wasn't always in charge.
I mean, if water's scarce and Maggie has a way to bring it, potentially people might listen about how the whole electricity thing was manufactured.
It's apparent you're not from Fort Knucklebones.
Yeah.
There's only one law. The track decides.
I mean, we're reigning champs, are we not? Surely our word has some sway.
Second place.
Oh, who beat? Oh, the
Yeah.
drow chicks.
Yeah.
You're just famous because
I
you
mean-
beat Ragged Draga.
Right.
Yeah, we killed Ragged Dragon.
Pretty good, yeah.
We're not no ones.
He's just saying, like, some fucking coup bullshit. Good luck with that. There's only one
Yeah.
way to get to really solve this.
Another death race.
Dude, run it back. Run it all the way back. Let's do it. Another full episode.
It's like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
How are the Ica boys doing?
I don't know. I don't think he keeps up with the scrap league. He doesn't watch. He doesn't.
So they're still in the scrap league. Okay. What's the Sim's name again?
His name is Needles.
Beatles.
Needles. Yeah, one's name is Pins. The other's name is Needles.
Right.
Gauntlet, do you think you could do sending in the morning tomorrow?
Mhm.
Let's check in on Maggie, see if she did escape or she's gone.
I doubt it. I think she's been moved to what's the name of that hole in the ground?
The furnace, the flesh
So
pit,
No, the
drop.
yes.
The drop.
Yeah, or the furnace, or yeah, any number of those.
Oh, Needles will say, "Oh, the drop has been shut down."
That's what they want you to think.
I think what I want to think. Thank you very much.
But yeah, we need to find out if she's been killed, because if her familiar doesn't know where she is, that's concerning.
Tomorrow morning, then.
Needles, if Mad Maggie dies, do you just cease to exist?
No. I'm under contract, so I'll just. I'm kind of independent contractor. So I'll be what is it, like, looking, job searching, job hunting.
How much do you charge?
That's a good fucking question. I don't know. I think
One mortal soul a day.
yes.
Oh yeah, he's like, well, since I have my resume has, been improved, not as cheap as I used to be.
But I have no other questions.
Okay, well, you guys suck. I think I'm just gonna fly back.
If you want to, the offer's there.
I do, yeah.
All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow then when we pass you.
Please stop summoning me.
And he flies away.
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Man, that guy's voice just fucking gets me. That might be my favorite character in the campaign so far.
I gave him an unbendable needle and everything.
Yeah, he put it right in his eyeball. All right.
After he flies away, I think for a second, Tanis is gonna pull out his Kopesh, and like now having time to reflect on the things Mahadi had said, I think he's gonna look at it for a moment and just be like, "How do you think he knew?" By the way, I didn't realize. I mean, we were so ingrained in the conversation. He said this was Callum's sword.
I can tell you his mask is pretty thick. That man knows how to spin a tale. I couldn't read him within an inch of my life.
It's also not a man.
Colloquially, but yes.
Strange
That's
thing
a fiend
is,
if I ever saw one.
the strange thing is, he asked you a lot of questions about who you are and where you come from. You didn't ask him a whole whole lot about who he is or where he comes from.
Because that was going to be a whole can of worms that I didn't want to jump into with the rest of the party.
Just saying.
I mean, we're gonna go back, right?
Yeah.
We're invited back.
So, as he led us up, I used the helm of Torm and saw his true form. Some kind of fiend. I doubt August knows what a Rakshasa is.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So,
Devil in disguise.
but why wear a disguise in hell?
I don't understand the subterfuge.
Well, you don't want people. He may want people underestimating him. Everyone thinks he's mortal. I mean, whatever he is, I imagine there's something special to it.
But I feel like genie binding on its own is dangerous enough. Him doing it for us, I am concerned.
I don't think he's being entirely altruistic. I'm a little hesitant to completely disregard him, though.
I don't think he's being altruistic in the slightest. I think he is something we want. He's very well informed. Maybe he knows what we're after. I was when I was shutting you down in there, I was afraid you were going to bring up the sword.
Oh no, I was going to talk about Haramon.
Okay. I mean, still, but
Still,
then
yeah.
he's going to ask
Yeah.
why
Yeah,
are Zariel's
yeah.
attack dogs after you?
Yeah. No, you bring up a good point, Gauntlet.
I do think it's quite suspicious as well that once he had information from us, suddenly disappears. However, if he was asking us the questions in the first place, maybe he did know more than what we told him.
And
Wonder
more
if
to the
he's-
point. I'm so good.
I was just gonna ask if I wonder if he was looking for the sword as well.
Don't know if
Seems
he's actively looking for it, but if you
Be
got a
worth
lead on
it.
the sword of Zarya, you'd be a fool not to go for it.
Oh, at
Seems
least-
everyone and their mum is looking for the sword.
Yeah, and if you know where it was, you could probably sell it for a pretty penny.
Again, what's a penny? Martin?
Oh. I thought you might ask about the Creed Resolute, Ophelia, the contract.
Talk about a can of worms.
It's also his story with Lulu. I don't know if any of you guys believe that.
It's Lulu. You still remember absolutely nothing. I
No.
mean, that's
The only thing is she gets this strange feeling when she thinks about it, but that's it. Like there's literally nothing.
Has she ever had that feeling before?
No. Only when she's interacted with him.
Hmm.
And August had that same feeling when he was sucked into the void sludge.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's like there are memories there, but or there probably could be, but there's something wrong. Whether Mahadi was the one who erased her memories.
I think it's pretty obvious he's had some interactions with her, but may not have been so positive.
Yeah, I think it's much more likely Lulu escaped Rapture rather than left on her own accord, like some visitor from out of town.
Said he purchased her and raised her. Seems very altruistic.
He said as much himself. It's because he recognized her value. I mean, he was very nice to us. You saw the other mortals in that town.
Yeah.
Don't forget that part.
Should we be doing something about that, or?
Can't win every fight. Then But that is a good point. What value are we bringing him? Is it because our goals are aligned, or maybe he saw a way into a gin with Tanis?
Why would he offer to do this for free?
No.
I
He's getting something out of it.
I mean, if he makes you powerful and calls himself our ally, makes him more powerful.
He's got archdevil's right hands coming in and out of his establishment every other day, so who are we? Unless he knows more about us than we think he does.
Think of
Or unless Tanis's connection is really that profound to a son of Callum that he thinks he can pull one over on a noble genie.
I don't see why he would lie about that. To try and spin a tale that lines up so well with Tanis, what you know. I mean, if he just wanted to butter us up, he talked to us of the whole group, say our fates were to win Eltrail back and defeat Zarya, but he focused in on you, Tanis.
How could you not? I'm so charmingly good looking.
Okay.
This thing that I carry, I mean, this sword, if he spoke truth about this being the sword of Callum, then I have no reason to doubt that he was being honest and that he didn't think that Nassar was his son, the Nassar that I know.
Well, to be fair, it's hard to line up those stories because it's like that would just be such a coincidence, right? That the noble genie that's trapped in some fucking crystal somewhere, historically, myth almost, is your patron, and then some random trader gave you Callum fucking sword. You know, it's too ironic. That's why he's like, there's no fucking way that that's what's going on. So it's got to be something else.
Right. Well, maybe. Well, the trader that gave you the sword was in Little Calamsham.
Mosif, yeah. The guy we met at Elturel and then helped get all the refugees back.
That's right. He wasn't
Yeah.
from Baldur's Gate. He followed us.
So is he a genie in disguise too? How is some seemingly random merchant holding on to one of the most sought-after artifacts on the material plane and nobody finds it?
Maybe it wasn't such a chance encounter after all.
Guess that Mosif was a genie?
Or he serves one.
He's no simple trader, I can tell you that. If he was holding on to the sword of Callum.
Ballister said that him and Mosif went way back, though. It's not like he was just some random person that nobody knew who he was. I mean, Ballister knew him.
And your father knew a man with blue skin.
I can't speak for Fallister, but who's to say that's the same Mosif? I mean, there's certainly magics out there to simulate flesh and faces.
I mean, I half joking when I say that, but like, there's got to be something more to that. That's not a coincidence. That's fate.
Why I need to talk to him. That's why I need to find him. If genie binding's the way that I do that, and obviously this is my quest to find my family, and if you think that dealing with Mahadi is too great of a risk to put Second Company in danger, then I'm not asking any of you to follow me down that road, but this is something I need to do.
I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. I just want us all to be as conscious as possible of all the angles.
Right. We're not saying let's not walk the path. let's walk the path with both eyes open.
I guess I was too blinded by my desire for finding Nassar to actually see through his guise, and so that's why it's good to have you around. But my whole life, the whole reason I joined the Flaming Fist was to find my father, and that's got me nowhere. And now all of a sudden, it led me here to this man who can do it for me. See, London does pay off eventually.
Perhaps. But I do want to say going back to the Infernal Rapture by yourself was kind of my thing that I did already, so...
Same thing.
In all earnestness, Tennis, I hope you find what you're looking for. It does seem like a tremendous lead, and this genie binding, it taps into their power in a way, or just controls it from consuming you?
We'll find
Yes,
out.
yes to both.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking, Ophelia, for days now about becoming more powerful. Wielding a connection like that might not be the worst thing for the party. We intend to stay alive down here for a little bit more, at least.
We did just get the components so I could cast Magic Circle.
I don't disagree with you, London. Knowing Tanis, I don't think enslaving his patron is entirely what he wants to do. But I do think, Tanis, let's continue this path. Let's try and find out more information. Not just for us, but for you. You deserve a little closure. Everyone does.
I was lucky enough to be given a second family and a third, and you all too. So it's not. God, I just gotta find my father. After we save Mad Maggie.
Oh, right, her, yeah.
Something else that should be brought to all of your attention. This abyssal mark is flaring up again. There was a dream last night, sprinting through a labyrinth, chasing somebody. And when I caught up and killed them, they were me, so... Not sure what to make of that, but I know it's not good.
Pretty solid metaphor, I suppose.
I think it's more than a dream, just a nightmare.
Almost certainly. I mean, we know this is a connection to a demon.
How do we purge you of this curse?
It's an excellent question.
Mahadi might know.
He might, but the more we lay on him, the more, what's the word, way he's going to have over us.
Well,
Do you think, Gauntlet, if we cut it off, would that do anything?
Probably regrow.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's my soul is branded, not my body.
Anything else?
I guess we start keeping an eye out for more abyssal experts.
I feel like it's some sort of accomplished healer that we're looking for if we're trying to get rid of that. Not to speak down on your abilities, but we need to remove this curse from you. Not learn more about it, get rid of it altogether.
Probably there's some sort of spell that could remove curse.
If you think I haven't tried that. But yeah, I mean, I imagine if there's any place that's going to need powerful curse breakers, it's hell.
True.
And I'm sure they've dealt with their fair share of demonic curses and would have the knowledge on how to undo it.
The only people I can think of are Mad Maggie or her sister. Hags are that's kind of their thing.
Ruth is a very good suggestion. I mean, not, you know what I mean, not good, but good. It's a bad idea, but it's a good idea.
Strong suggestion.
Valid suggestion.
There you go.
Well, we can add Red Ruth back onto the list of places we're gonna go very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this
You
is a
agree
complicated
too, I
fucking
suppose.
campaign, dude. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
dude, we're gonna be here for 3 years.
Fuck,
Yeah,
we're
try
in
explaining this to
hell.
another person.
Dude, impossible.
I can take first watch if we're all ready.
Yeah, there's something else we need to address before head to bed.
Can we address that next session?
Yeah.
What do we need to address?
Vin's whole deal.
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
next session.
That's a can of worms for
I'm
next
not
session.
getting into that right now.
Yeah, I just think it's important to do that before we risk our lives at Fort Knucklebones.
Mm-hmm. And that's fair. And that's very fair. So I think we're gonna literally leave off with August saying, and there is something that we should address, and then the camera sort of pans over to Vin, just sitting there,
Nice.
like literally holding onto the shield and like looking at it while you guys are talking.
Yeah, Knuckles getting lighter.
Mm-hmm. And I also want to say, as the camera kind of pans away, that we do see August, his shadow sort of reflected in the ever-present Avernian sun, you know, and it's this curled up horned demon. And I think that's where we'll end the session.
Nice.
Good deal.
Verb.
Good deal. That was a good session. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you all on the next dive into the descent. Stay sharp. Farewell, adventurers.
Farewell,
Farewell,
adventurers.
Cheers.